on in a second. I think we live right now. So if you guys are seeing me, you're seeing Smitty, we're just making sure. Give me 2 seconds to make sure we're live. I think we are. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Live. Are we? We are. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the latest episode, man, of the Sim Standard Podcast with myself, SimFBallCritic, along with Smitty, and of course, AzureEffect in spirit. And I'm sure Azure probably busy right now with that PS5. If you guys saw his video on Twitter, it was funny. You know, he was romancing it. But yeah, man, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are well. Y'all know how we always do. We're going to start it off with a quick roundabout. You know, we're going to talk about our football teams and whatever else we might want to throw in there really quick. But we want to get to the topics really quick, of course, since we started a little later. And truth be told, you know, the topics that we have probably would be about an hour, so we'll probably still end around the same time. But let's get to that, man. I'm sure you guys will start filling in as the show starts going on. What's up, Kia? Kia already in here early. First and foremost, Smitty, how was your week? How's everything been going? And anything you want to say about the Detroit Lions currently?
No, I don't have anything much to say about the Lions, but you know, I've been good. At this point, I mean, I really don't have much to say about the team right now. Like until Patricia is gone from the squad, it really doesn't matter. I mean, the Vikings gashed us, not surprised in the least bit about that. Dalvin Cook ran all over us and everything once again, not surprised by that at all. So it is what it is, man. And it's just the way it is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like Lions are just a bad team. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they're my team, but
yeah.
They until they make the changes necessary, it's not, excuse me, things are not going to work for us with Patricia and even Quinn being there. Like, and I will say this, I'm not going to say that the players that we pick are bad, excuse me, but they are not being prepared. They are not being positioned in order for us to succeed. They're not being positioned right. So because of that, that's why we end up being in the exact same spot year in, year out. And the conversation in principle becomes redundant. So, but I also want to say shout out to Flair though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
for
man.
the $5 donation.
Appreciate
that
big time.
Huge
Smitty,
shout out.
I always forget, man. So please remind me. We got to go back some months. We got to square these donations away, man. We'll take care of it. And guys, if y'all remind me too, because we get busy and this is a show together. I know it's on my channel, but I always want to make sure Smitty is getting his part of the donation. So we'll take care of that. Just keep reminding me, man, if I forget. I don't know how far we got to go back this time. We'll figure it out. But yeah, go ahead, man.
But no, that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got, man. I mean, I know, look, Steelers are in a good spot, so that's what's up, But no, Lions got a lot of work that they need to do, man. And it's no real there's no excuses. We have talent, but at the same time, football is a sport that you have to coach your team up the right way. You have to. If you do not, it's going to be a failure every night. I mean, not every night, but every week. And that's what it nearly has been. I mean, yes, we have some token wins, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll throw it to Sim, man.
Yeah, man, as you guys might see me mouthing in the background, we got 3 minutes. I shouldn't be telling y'all that because the more people I tell, the worse chance I'm going to get a next-gen PlayStation. Not console, PlayStation. Still haven't gotten the PS5 yet. Trying to get it. Got one last shot here at Walmart, but let's be honest, I'm probably not going to get it here at 9 o'clock. The bots, it almost makes me, Smitty, wish that I could throw a bot out there. But you can't beat the bots, man. It's crazy. I've had such a time. I'll say this really quick, guys, as I waste a little time, as y'all will see me in real time try to chase down here on the browser. And I got it on my phone. 2 minutes now. I'm tired. You guys probably can see it in my eyes. I didn't mean to stay up last night, but I stayed up a lot later than I thought because I thought I was going to have some success with Target. Got into the shopping cart. Everything looked great. Went awry. Okay? This morning, same thing with Best Buy. Nothing. Then today with Walmart, 3 consecutive times, which I don't even understand why in my mind I'm thinking anything different is going to happen. 3 consecutive times I get the item in my cart. The last time, the one at 6 o'clock, guys, I had it in my cart. They asked me to confirm my address, my credit card info, my CVV number on the back of the credit card. They even gave me a delivery date. I hit place order. Sorry, out of stock. In what world does that happen? I'm going to just keep talking here, guys, because we got literally a minute. So if you guys are trying to get one as well, listen, I'm not selfish. I hope you get yours. I was extremely excited for Smitty when we went through the debacle back in September, and Smitty kept doing what I'm doing right here. It happened to work for him. I was happy for Smitty. I was overjoyed for Azure, overjoyed for Ronick, all the guys, our boy Neo, everybody who got one. I'm not that type. So it's 35 of y'all in here, and if y'all trying to, fine. Doesn't bother me at all. But we going to see. Y'all going to see this in real time.
Right.
I'm going to get to clicking. I'm going to do some refreshing. But I hope you guys are enjoying your time, man, with the next-gen consoles. And we'll roll right into that topic, man, after we see what happens here with Walmart. Anything else, Smitty, you want to throw out there while I'm doing this?
I'll just say this though, real quick. I know we're going to be touching on the next-gen console experiences, but, Sims had some of his, and I haven't had any of mine yet. So I've been occupied today with a lot of other stuff. So I have not had the chance to even get the console out the box. And I'm talking about out of the shipping box yet. So after the show's over, I got to crack that boy open, get to the console, and then start getting that sucker configured. Heck, I still have only certain games, though, that I want to transfer from my 4 to the 5. So it's not like I'm transferring everything. Just want to transfer it like a game or two over. But
there it is.
I got
look. Y'all see it?
I got that Miles Morales
in the cart. Look, spinning.
I got that Miles Morales though. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta, put that puppy on. But once I get everything configured and set up, man, I'll be doing that. But
come on,
yeah, man.
Come
click,
on.
Hey, click. See, I'm telling you, click it, refresh, refresh.
Come
refresh,
on,
submit.
baby, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Keep refreshing and submitting, especially when you get to that final point. Refresh, submit. Keep doing it. I'm telling you, that's the key thing you got to do, fam. That's how I ended up getting it. So, definitely do that. But oh man, I'm telling you, keep hit that thing, man. Hit that button.
Ain't gonna happen.
Come on, man. You can't quit. You got to do it.
I ain't gonna quit. I'm at it. Yo, you guys are seeing this in real time. I'm trying.
Yeah, gotta hit that refresh and hit that submit.
Now it's stuck.
Same page. Yep. Keep on going. It's like I'm gonna beat the bots today. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hit it. But no, man.
App locked up. I can't even get out of it. Come on.
Yeah. Shoot. And you said. So I did. Got mine. Oh, okay. Got yours from Best Buy. We need a 2K football game, bro.
Do we?
We gonna, bro.
Do we?
Man.
Y'all have no idea, man.
Boy.
See, here it goes. Same old era again. We're gonna just watch this play out.
Come on. Hit refresh.
It's in my car. Yo, this let me say this because I could talk why this is happening.
Yeah, right.
This is the most disheartening thing. Listen, guys, at the end of the day, I'll get it when I get it. I would like to have it now, just like everybody else, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that to me I don't understand about Walmart, and I can say the same thing about all of them, right? And I put it on Twitter today for you guys that follow me. Once an item is in your cart, and this ain't got nothing to do with just because it's the PlayStation and I'm trying to get it. This is just logic. Once it's in your cart, that should be your place. It's just like when you go to anything else, right? You ever been on Amazon and you see something, ooh, let me add that to my cart. Would you like to keep shopping? Or you want to check out? No, I'm going to keep on shopping. Once it's in your cart, that quantity should be on pause. And it's up to your payment. That dictates whether or not you get the item, right? If my payment fails, it goes back as inventory. But if it's in this person's cart, he follows through however long it takes for him to get. Oh, look what it's doing to me, guys. Checkout, right? I'm gonna walk y'all through this whole thing, and it's probably gonna do the same thing again. I'm right at checkout. It's gonna ask me to verify my address and everything. That's what it did earlier today. That's disheartening. Went all the way through. Guys, it even went as far as asking me for my CVV number. Gave me a delivery date. Fail. I feel like if it's not available, I shouldn't even be able to continue here. And see, now it's just frozen. It's just stuck. Oh, it's in my card on my app too. Let's see which one gets through. Yeah, it's terrible, man. Somebody just said digital is live. Yeah, that's the one I got in my cart now. See, I had a plan today too, guys. I figured I would go for the big boy first because everybody's gonna go for the cheaper option. Let's just face it, and that ain't calling nobody cheap or nothing. But wouldn't you know, get the cheaper one if you can, if you're not really concerned about the disc? So a pro tip that I saw somebody say, they was like, "Hey man, you should go for the bigger one first." People are gonna be trying to eat up the $399, but the $399 is currently in my cart. Now it's telling me on the phone, we're unable to retrieve your card at the time. On the computer, it literally won't do anything, right? Blue checkout box, but the website is frozen.
Refresh and submit. Telling you.
This is crazy, dude.
That's it.
All right, let's see.
That's the only thing I was able to do. Refresh and submit. And it got me through eventually. But and I was at that point too, just like you. I was there.
Come on, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. But I'm gonna try it tomorrow too. I ain't gonna tell everybody all the pro tips in case you live in my area. But I found something out, man, that seemed to work for guys who was interested in getting the Xbox Series X yesterday. And it seems a little foolproof. Nothing is, but I'll tell you guys. Basically, look, here it is. Look, now it gave me that. Y'all saw this message, oh dear, the North Pole is trying to save big right now. Still in my cart. But ain't gonna happen. Oh, well. So right now it's frozen, guys. So I doubt anything's going to happen with it. But anyway, let me just sum that up really quick. I'd rather it just tell me right off the jump, sold out. Or if I try to continue to a certain point, sorry, this item is not available. Don't have me confirm my info as if I'm about to get this joint. You know what I mean? Like, that's terrible, man. Like, listen, we are grown-ups. And we are strong-minded people. It ain't that big of a deal. But just imagine how, a young kid, you know what I'm saying? Like this could demoralize somebody. They thinking they got it. Think about the little 15-year-old man that's like, this is his life. Oh, I got it. It gets all the way, put in his card information. Then it tells him, sorry, we got you. It's not right, man. It's not right. It's not right. But what you gonna do? So anyway, I'm gonna try tomorrow, man. There's a way that you can there's information out there. Do your research. There's this website that in an app that apparently tells you with stores like Target if there's inventory. Though they didn't sell the Xbox Series X in person, on launch day, you will walk right in the next morning if they got extras, right? A lot of the people that was doing that replied back to the guy. I was like, yo, you was right. Look, I got mine. My wife actually called our Target and said, hey, we know that you're doing the pre-orders and all that today, but just wondering, when would you guys be selling it in the store if it's extra? The guy said, as early as tomorrow. According to the app, there's 6 available. So you guess what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to be at Target at 8 o'clock. We'll see. Now, again, the app, who knows if it's fully, verifying, that there is actually quantity there. It's worth a shot. I'm up early anyway. So we'll see. And if I don't get it tomorrow, man, then I'm going to check out PlayStation Direct as well. I know they said to check back on the 13th. But other than that, man, listen. I'm blessed because I do have an next-gen console, guys. I have the Xbox Series S, which is right here on my TV. And me and Smitty will dive into that in a minute. Hold on. What was that? Hold on. Nope, nothing. Oh, look, it's telling me to press continue. Oh, boom, there it is, out of stock. See, and this is the crazy thing, out of stock while it's in my cart. Ah, man, I tell you, congrats to any of you guys who got it, man. Hats off to you. Hope you enjoy. Hope you rock out. Really quick, guys, I'm gonna make a small pivot because Smitty talked about the Pistons, the Lions. So I'll talk about the Steelers just really quick. They 8-0. They're exceeding any expectations I had for them. Still don't think they are. Hold on, 1 second. Hold on.
You are the owner of a PS5, baby.
Did y'all hear that? You hear that? Did y'all hear that? Hold on. Say it again so the people can hear it.
You are owner of a PS5, baby.
Let's go.
Oh,
Yes.
look at that.
See, the whole time, I'm fighting against my own wife. She up there. I'm cussing her out. I'm like, oh, is this in front of me? There it is. Congratulations to me. And now y'all know what this means. Now, now I'm about to do something nice for the lady. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was tough on her. Wow. Now, here's the funny thing, guys. When I heard them going crazy up there, I was like, man, I would love nothing more than her to come down here and say she copped one. And she copped one. Hallelujah. That's crazy, guys. Look, I don't even know how to react right now. That's crazy.
Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Like, got it.
And the clutch, yo, wifey, let me tell you, you young boys, something. That's what you need right there. That's the girl that's doing that for y'all right now. When you ain't, listen, I didn't tell her to do that, folks. I'm give you a quick jewel for the young boys. I didn't tell her to do that. Keep in mind when you're going through your life, have your fun. Have your fun. I had a ton of it. But when you start trying to figure out who's the right one, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there. Didn't have to ask her. That's it right there. Wow. Hold on. She just sent me the hallelujah. Whoa. When is it? When we getting this thing? Oh, okay. Well, to be expected. Won't have it until November 27th. But listen, beggars can't be choosers, right?
Hey.
And guess what? Then next Friday, Madden comes out. Hey man, listen, I'm cheesing. Y'all probably seeing me blushing, whatever you want to call it. I'm ecstatic, man. That was amazing right there. And we got it captured on camera. All right, I'm flustered. Let me get back to what I was saying.
Kobe.
What was I talking about, Smitty? Oh, Steelers.
Go.
They doing their thing. I still don't think we're a Super Bowl team. I'm critical, guys, as y'all can tell. I do the Steelers podcast. I'm a realist. I try to take my fanism and my fanboy out of it, and I analyze it. I don't like the close football games we're having with teams that we shouldn't be having close games with. I know Steelers fans hate when I do this, Smitty, but it's the truth. You know what I used to respect about the New England Patriots when they were the Patriots? They stomp a mud hole in teams that they supposed to beat. Yeah. They don't take their foot off the gas. Bill Belichick, I've seen Bill Belichick run trick plays, and they up by 25 in the fourth quarter. The Steelers don't really give us that. And I know that's still a football, but the Cowboys, no disrespect. If my man Antoine is in here, no disrespect, Antoine. Cowboys, this Cowboy team, a fumbling Zeke, which he doesn't do that, but for whatever reason that ugly mojo is on him this season. No Dak, no Andy Dalton. What's the boy named Gilbert? I don't even remember his first name.
Yeah, I know, right?
And they made it a close game. What is that all about? What? Come on, man. We struggled with Denver. Y'all remember that early in the year. Tennessee. Now that was no disrespect to my boy Azure. We had that game in our pocket first half. Then Tennessee came roaring back, but respectable. They was in the AFC Championship last year. We just beat Baltimore. But why are we having trouble with these subpar teams? And so that's why I'm not willing to say we're a Super Bowl team. Right now, I think it's still Kansas City. I still think it's Baltimore. Not saying that we can't possibly beat Baltimore again. We'll get them at home. But Baltimore is a force to be reckoned with. I think Tennessee is a force to be reckoned with. We'll see. But anyway, let's get off of that. Next-gen console stuff. I want to tell you guys a story. And I'm going to protect his identity unless he wants to share it. Because I think, matter of fact, I know he's in the chat. But let me tell you something, guys. I said I had a story to tell, and it's about next-gen stuff, and we'll dive into it. I got the Series S, and you guys know that, right? I put a message on Twitter just, saying, yo, who got the plug, man, for that X-Pass, that Game Pass, because I haven't played Xbox in a long time, so I don't really know what's popping over there. I was just, feeling the air. And everybody was like, yeah, that's what you really want to do. It's worth it. And if you get the Ultimate, EA Play comes with it. And, if this is not going to be your primary console, that'll be a good way for you to still enjoy the S. Why not have both consoles if you can do it? And you don't need to. Y'all know most of the time I try not to do that. But there are some Microsoft things I want to play. And again, y'all know my story with the PC. The PC is down here in the man cave. As you guys just heard, we're very family oriented. So a lot of times my gaming is around them. We all chilling, doing our own thing in the living room, but with a console, it's mobile. Instead of me being down here for hours. See what I'm saying? So that's why I said, you know what? If I'm not going to get a PS5, let me go ahead and grab the little young boy, the $299. And I'm having a great time. But here's my wonderful story. I get a message on Twitter. The guy tells me, hey, man, why don't you sign into my account? And then, you can have access to the games and Game Pass and all that. And I'm like, huh? So I said, how does that work? He said, well, you just, when you get in, I'll give you my information. You sign into my account. Bada boom, bada bing. And I'm like, man, what's the catch? And not saying that I didn't trust him. I just was like, dude, that's a lot for you to be doing. My man said, ain't no catch. He said, look, man, I've been watching you and following you guys for a long time. You seem like a class act, stand-up dude, man. Least I could do. And I'm like, let me tell y'all something. That's some real stuff right there. That man ain't got to do that. And I didn't even know you could do this. So let me explain to you guys how it worked. Like I said, I'm going to protect his identity because I don't know if, you know what I mean? I don't, you know. So basically, I could assign it to his account, download the games, whichever ones I wanted, which I couldn't do many because the little baby brother here doesn't have such a big hard drive, right?
Yeah.
But he had 2K. Now, here's how, you know, no shame in me saying this. You know, me and Smitty are spiritual people, right? Smitty knows this spiritual term. People always say, look how God works. Look at God, right? This is how God works, right? Only thing I really wanted to play right away was 2K. Of course, we all here to see what Madden is going to bring to the table. We all are here to either criticize it or say, okay, they did some good, great. That ain't coming out till the 4th. So I was like, dang. You know, Smitty had talked me into getting the Kobe edition. So I done already paid the $100, but then I ain't had no console. I'm like, wow. So now I got to play on PS4. Then my next gen, that joint just out there waiting for me to come along. So I was like, you know what? I'll probably get the S. I don't want to buy 2K because I bought it already. PS5 will be my primary console in my mind. I'm thinking this is before my wife just did this miraculous thing. So I was like, what am I going to do? Lo and behold, my man tells me in the message, yo, I got COD, I got Assassin's Creed, the new joint, I got 2K. I'm like, he said, yo, you can play all of them. I'm like, what?
Oh, dang.
So this is how it literally works. Sign into his account, then you can switch your profile. I sign it to my account. Download the games. We home free. Now, another pro tip that he helped me with earlier today, I said, wait a minute, I did notice if I sign out of your account, because I didn't want to stay in his account. You know, I don't want to do that, you know, because I'm sure he's, you know, he don't want me earning achievements or whatever, or messing up his achievements. So I'm like, yo, man, I noticed that if it's a game that was purchased under you, if I sign out of your account, because I don't know if you guys know this that don't play Xbox, you can actually be signed into two profiles. If I signed out of his and I was only signed into mine alone, it immediately shut the game off and it gives you a message saying, hey, whoever, you know, the account that bought this game has to be signed in. So I said, dang, how am I going to do that? However, you can be signed into 2 accounts, but play on either profile. So then I was like, oh, great. So I sent him a message that said, yo, just want to give you a heads up, man, in case you see notifications saying you signed on. You might see me sign in to your account for like 10, 15 seconds, and then I'll switch to my profile. But I got to physically sign in as you to play the game. He sends me back another pro tip with a video. He said, no. All you got to do is this. There's a setting that you can go in and say, make this my home Xbox.
Oh.
Right? So he said, make sure you do it under my account. It literally says, when you do this, others can play all of your games and you don't have to be signed in.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm here to tell y'all that I have the games that I can download and Xbox, the what's it called? Game Pass Ultimate. For nothing. All because my man feels like that I'm a nice person and he feels that energy. And I just wanted to share that because I wanted to let everybody know. I know I didn't want to go down this whole crazy story, but I wanted to say this because our boy Neo, me and Smitty was just talking about him. Today, he was saying, I saw something that he said on Twitter that kind of struck me, man. He said he was retweeting what this girl had said. That she said, you know, Twitter is not just Twitter. You know, a lot of people say it doesn't mean nothing. I beg to differ. She said, I met my husband on here, blah, 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 blah. And Dio was saying the same thing. And it made me check myself for a moment. Because how many times have you guys heard me say, man, that stuff ain't real? But I want to clarify that. When I say it's not real, I'm talking about those who trying to oppose you. It's just the internet. But had it not been for the internet, Twitter, YouTube, never would have met my brother Smitty. It's my dude right here. Like me and Smitty and Azure is like we literally gonna have a lifetime friendship.
Yeah.
And we met because of the internet.
Yep.
So I can't say it's not real. You know, most of us, by the time me and Smitty and Azure met, you already got your friends. You usually it's
Right.
hard, you don't usually earn more friends, but these are my guys.
Yeah.
I consider them as friends, as brothers, and guys like Neo, we really tight with, and guys like Ronick,
Like Ronick
really
and
all of
stuff.
these dudes shake down. Like we've been rocking for years.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share that story, man, because sometimes I like to share real life moments, and with my man, you know who you are, man. Listen, I'm a supporter of yours forever for doing that, because that's the most unselfish act that somebody has done for me in a long time. Think about what my man is doing. He's basically saying, I'm going to sum it up for him. I mean, I already got this stuff. I can share it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got to do that. Like, he literally has taken the brunt of buying this stuff and paying for this stuff, and he's sharing it with somebody else for nothing. I didn't ask for it. That's the thing. He offered it. Yo, shout outs to you, dude. You know who you are.
and just to piggyback, not in the sense of like what Sim is saying, like making friendships, bonds, things like that through gaming like that. Shake would come through when we would go to the studio. Shakedown, he would come through. Who?
Oh, Kia. Let's not forget Kia.
Oh yeah, Kia.
I consider Kia a really good partner as well, man.
Yeah.
Again, funny story, really fast. I swear I'm gonna be 5 seconds. It was a time when you could have thought that it was friction between us.
Oh yeah, with Kia. Yep.
And that's what made me respect Kia, because Kia was like, no. I hear what you're saying, but in reality, this is actually happening. But we were so blinded by just dismissing the negative. Kia opened my eyes to seeing some of the stuff that Madden did actually do and was capable of doing. Mm-hmm. And I respected him standing up like a man, not bashing us, just having disagreement. And then come to find out we more alike than anything else.
Yep. But no, I was just gonna say real quick, when it came to the bonds and everything, forming bonds and friendships, like you said with Shakedown, just like Sim and I would go down to the studio at times, and Shakedown would come to the hotel, like, because he didn't live that far away from the hotel. Like, we would go to Florida, he'd come through and hang out with us. Like, oh, y'all going to dinner, or like, what's going on? I'm like, no, we just hanging at the hotel. Oh, bet I'm gonna come through. And he'd come through and hang out with us for a little bit and everything like that. I think I've said on here before, but I'm like, if I went whenever I went to Florida, if I was ever able to link up with Shake, because I talked to Shake on the phone, and it's like I would come down and link up with him, and like I'll be there with my wife and kids and stuff like that, and we'd be down there with his wife and kids, and we meet up for dinner and everything, and we ain't even talking about gaming. You know what I'm saying? We just straight chopping it up. Like, every single time we've clicked up, it was never about gaming. We just straight up are talking about just how y'all enjoying the trip, what's going on with this. The women, the wives are talking about whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to his daughter and stuff like that and everything. And it's just, it like that whole thing is just, that dynamic is something else. So it's like, like you get to meet some genuine people on here. And that's the thing. Like, look, like I said, to see Shake, like we said last week, to see Shake to get the honor that he was given in 2K, it's like, bro, I remember this cat was breaking down NCAA 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't doing no basketball games. It was just NCAA football. Then he got into 2K. I mean, not 2K. Then he got into Call of Duty, being the shotgun bully. You know what I'm saying? And everything, like, because he would be running around with the shotgun, one-shotting cats all game long.
They don't know that shit. They know nothing about that. Shake, Ronick, Jive, Turkey, all of them dudes. That used
Yeah.
to be on Call of Duty. Y'all don't know about that.
NASA, you know what I'm
NASA,
saying?
yep.
All that being on there. Matter of fact, in Black Ops, I want to say the first or second Black Ops. No, Black Ops 2. They took from NASA because they actually took something from him and put it in the game because he would always say 4-piece, 2-piece, 3-piece, 4-piece. He was
that
always
was
saying it. Was that him?
I think that was Jay Easy.
No, Jay Easy.
Yeah.
Jay Easy.
Two
There it
piece.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He would always say that, right?
Yeah.
Always say that.
Two piece.
And then they actually put that in the game. If you killed 4 people in a row real quick, it would say 4-piece on there. So it was like
incredible, man.
These dudes was impacting games and everything like that.
Internets.
But yeah, all through the internet. And that's the thing. Jay Easy and Shake, they tight. Even though Jay Easy ain't even doing the thing no more. They tight. Like they good. You know what I'm saying? OG, shout out. Even though you at EA now, I know you was working on this too, bro. You had some imprint on this. So, and that's the thing, man. Shout out to you. And also, OG would be down there chopping it up with us too in the lobby with Shake. You know, we would all be down there kicking it in the lobby of the hotel, chopping it up at the dinner or whatever, and we just be kicking it. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like that, those bonds that were formed and everything like that, huge. And it's all through these games, through the gaming and yes, internet and being able to communicate and all that good stuff. Like we really got to connect with some really cool people over the years and everything. It's just awesome, man. It's been a blessing.
Yeah, man.
I
remember the first time me and Smitty met, come around, I come down, Smitty coming around, baggage claim. We smiling like crazy. You know, but we was generally happy to like finally meet. We have been talking. It's crazy, man. And the internet.
It was like we knew each other. That's like what Sim said was like. I remember Sim saying, he's like, dude, it's like I already know you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we already know each other, but we're meeting for the first time. But we just know each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's man, you know what I'm saying? Like it's beautiful, dude. I love that interaction, man. And then it was like when I got to meet AZ for the first time, and then when we all got to be there at the same time, it was just like, yo, like now we could really talk about this stuff. We don't have to. We would always piggyback off of each other doing videos, like Sim do a video. I like what he's saying. I piggyback off him. AZ do a video too, and then we all on the same wavelength. We may jump on the Xbox and get in the chat for a little bit or something like that, right? Be like, yo, man, I like what you said and what he said, and this where we at. And then we actually had the chances to be in the studio together, breaking bread on the exact things. Like we in instant replay. It would take us like 2.5, 3 hours to get through one game because we just keep going in instant replay. Like, yo, look at this, man. I like this right here. This is a problem. What you think about this, Sim? Hey, yo, Smitty, come here, check this out real quick. Like that dynamic, and that's why me, Sim, and AZ, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? OG, you in here. You know what I'm saying? It's like that when it comes to OG, because OG would come through all the time. He'd always come through. He always come into the room, chopping it up with him and everything like that. He'd go to dinner with us and things like that. So it's like, yeah, like we really, a lot of we got to bond. Yes, we talked about what was good and what was bad with the games and everything. No doubt, we handled that. But at the same time, we got to really click on a deeper level, not just from just friendship standpoint, but also it's just like you get to find out how genuine cats are. You meet some people that are just straight up characters, but then you also meet some people that are straight up genuine about what they do. And it's like, I got to know about OG. I got to know, like, oh, this is OG. Like outside of the podcast with him and Czar and everything, and outside of everything else, this is Scott OG. This is Clint Olenberg. This is Rex Dixon. This is Scantleberry. This is, you know what I mean? Like I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to really meet and know like how these dudes are. So that's why just to cuff it, but I don't know that we going way off the topic, but this is just like dynamic conversation. But that's why when you always would see me and Sim up here and Azura, we always say like, no, y'all don't understand. These dudes are legit. A-Dub and all them they're legit because we've sat there and had them just telling us stuff and things they would like to do and directions they would want to take the product in and certain things like that. And then even from feedback we would give, they got things 2, 3, 4 levels higher they want to do. And it's like, man, that's why we be up here like, nah, if the company would just let them do their work, I can only imagine we wouldn't, I highly doubt we'd be having this kind of sentiment, toward EA right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's got nothing to do with, I know it can come off like you trying to make sure that your relationship's tight. You're trying to make sure you secure your seat on the plane to go visit and all that. Like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with a studio visit. It's got everything to do with the fact that, like, nah, I got to sit in front of these dudes, talk about these game issues, and they legit want to fix stuff and they legit are battling and stuff like that. Like, no, this is for real stuff. So, but like I said, we've let y'all know what the deal is a long time ago, but it's just like, met some great people off this gaming thing. It's just been an awesome ride, dude. But
absolutely.
Yeah, man. But no, like what I was saying about the console stuff, I haven't had a chance to dive into it. I know Sim is on there right now. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all gonna see the side of the beard for a minute.
he got some. He could probably give some hands-on impressions. I can't yet. Like I told Sim offline, I'm like, I want to stream tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that I will. And that way I could give my impressions. But I will say this real quick. From watching Czar's clips, and I only looked at Czar's clips only. I didn't watch anyone else's like that. That 2K is phenomenal, and
yeah, bro,
it's absolutely horrifyingly embarrassing to see what we got with Madden, and it just is. I mean, from a gamer standpoint, we have a very malnourished football product. That's just it. And I mean a sports product in general. That's unacceptable.
OG,
like,
I hope, sir. Let me just put this out there.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you ain't there for no basketball.
Dang, why you say that?
I'm serious, man. Listen, and I know OG he's not gonna confirm anything here, guys, and I hope not. I just want to say that because as much as we said that it's too far gone now with Madden in terms of another company, if it ain't 2K or Sony live, come on, man. I would really hope they're using my guys' talents for football, and I hope it's Madden. Oh, hey, I don't know. Maybe they get back into doing college. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope that you're bringing your expertise and the side conversations that we've had about Madden that most people wouldn't even know. I hope that you're there to help with that, man. Because live, no. Because when we even gonna see that product? So, no thanks.
He said no.
No thanks.
I mean, look, I will say this about live. I know Ivan Roney, if he's there for live. If Rob Jones is there for
I
live,
grew
like
up
we
on
said,
live, guys. I'm not knocking it. I would
right?
love I would love a live 95 right about now. Like the upgrade, you know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah,
saying that track record ain't good, man.
that's that's exactly. Listen, whatever you do, whatever is done by Electronic Arts, if they choose to still go down that basketball simulation road, you have to match this. There is no, oh, well, this is year one and we only could go this far and we can only do this. So we don't have a franchise mode, but we got a street mode. We don't have all that much gameplay, but we have the like, no. That's not going to do it. Like, if you don't have a game that can honestly compete. And I mean, yes, you be behind 2K? Yes, but you can't be, you can't be states behind in distance between them. And it's like not even funny. Right now it's coast to coast. So it's like you can't be that far behind coming in and then just saying, hey, we're on next gen, and you have a game that's not delivering on that clip. That's not gonna cut it. I'm just saying it now. Look at, and I'll say this, and then we'll continue onward because I definitely want to talk about that boxing.
Oh yes, Lord.
You have better franchise modes in gameplay in every game. MLB, FIFA, even with all the complaints and issues and all that. FIFA, NHL, MLB The Show, NBA 2K, just they all absolutely obliterate anything relative to the most appreciated North American sports that are made by EA, which are basketball and football. They absolutely a shame. And when you talk about, and see, this kills the whole money thing and the numbers game that we, oh yeah, everybody plays knockout mode and X amount of people play in the yard and these percentages and all. It doesn't matter. 2K is the best-selling North American sports game. And yet, look at that franchise blog they put out for next gen. No, we ain't gonna do a disservice to the people that have been playing franchise mode and tear it all down, but we did refine it. Oh, so you mean you still innovated? You still took it up a notch anyways, even though. Oh, you mean you got the WNBA in the game and you got a collective bargaining agreement in the WNBA. Oh, snap. In your second year of you adding them in, you did that? Oh, wow. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like we can't have that. We can't have that in an EA product and then be like, yeah, we got the WNBA, but we didn't do anything. Matter of fact, we put them on the street. Don't do nothing like that, please. EA, I'm not saying that to OG. I'm saying this period. EA, don't do no junk. Having them on the street, able to bang out like Vince Carter and block like they Dikembe with like they got a vertical like that. Female ballers are not meeting brothers that can dunk at the peak of their jump. That's not happening. Okay, no way in the world. And yet like they doing all that in live. Come on, man. There was a smart idea for 2K.
Got a story for that.
It was a smart idea for 2K to segment.
I'm gonna get in trouble tonight, man.
And for them to segment and say you can create the female player, but you're gonna play in this women only mode though, right here. Whereas everything else, the city and all that, that's for, the regular My Career and everything like that. Love it. Absolutely love it. Beautiful. I'm glad they did it that way. And maybe at some point they'll implement the men and the women when they got the game at a certain point where it'll be acceptable to do that. But, you don't have to do that kind of stuff off top. So here this guy go, man. Y'all fooling. but no. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, I just want to see the game. I want to see if live is going to be in the mix. You got to make a legit game. That's it. I mean, player movement, ball physics, player physics, height, weight. You have to replicate. You have to authentically give us the replication of the sport as best as you possibly can.
That's right.
On that virtual basketball court, hands down. That's it. And if you can't, let it go. Let it go. Just stick to mobile and call it a day. If you're going to give that console option, it has to be in Fuego. It can't be anything less than that. It's got to be like, oh, snap. It's got to be a game that comes out and it's like, oh, snap. If they just do now, if they come out next year like they did this year, that's what it has to be. What you did was that impressive that when you come to next year, it's like, oh, wow. So if not, that's it, man. Otherwise, leave it alone. And like Sim said, like work on the Madden franchise, dude, because Madden franchise is in critical condition. So it needs that help badly. But go ahead, Sim.
Xbox folks, help me out, man, because I never did it on the original OG Xbox One. How do I take clips off of the console? I mean, I could simply right now just plug my I could take this HDMI out of, I could switch it because I already have the Elgato hooked up. But if I don't want to do that, how do I get a clip off of this onto my computer? I don't know how to do that. Somebody have to educate me on that because I want to show this little video. Maybe I'll just do it as a small little clip because like how I shared the screenshot today to Twitter. The body ups and all of that, the body contact, I'm seeing it beautiful right here. And I haven't played a full game of this. I've been all day. I've been mixed between doing my job and trying to get a PlayStation. That's what I've been doing all day. I don't know where that light just came from. I'm extremely tired. I'm so glad I ain't got to get up tomorrow to try to go find one. But I haven't even played a full game, so I'm sure there's still stuff that we're gonna find that we want to give feedback on. I'm sure there's still stuff that carried over from the last game. I know. I'm just pointing out things that jump out. I have this play here, and I'll prepare you guys in case you see it later, where a charge was called on me, right? And I don't even know why. I know why, but the way it happened, I've never seen it happen quite like that. You see my guy go into the movement. You see the defender just edge by him and then just post up, and he took the charge, and it was a beautiful thing to see. But anyway, wanted to share a quick story with you guys. Hold on, give me one quick second. My game just froze. That's not good. So I don't think I'm going to be able to capture that play. The box just froze on me for a second. I mean, that happens to consoles, guys, so I'm not tripping. But yeah, it just froze on me for a minute. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that particular play back unless it quick resumes back. But I wanted to share a story with you guys. And I was joking with Smitty when I said I'm going to get in trouble. There it is. Smitty got it. I guess we won't really consider this NDA. I mean, the game never came out, really. It did, but it didn't. But listen, to go along with what Smitty just said there, that year when me and Smitty went to EA really early, and we were able to test an upcoming live product. At the time that we tested it, and I think this is when the WNBA was first introduced, all of the players in this current build were playing like Draymond Green.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as a comparison. No, literally, they had Draymond Green's build. All of the players, his prototype or archetype. And I know it's early, but I'm like, why even do that? And there's little things like that, man. It makes you think. You know what I'm saying? even if you was gonna do that, how did you land on Draymond Green? It's just crazy. So I understand what Smitty is saying. So when Smitty is saying those things, that's kind of the aspect where he's coming from, where it's the females in live at times were extremely overdone as far as the way they play. And yes, can Elisa Leslie dunk? Yeah. Can Brittany Griner dunk? Yeah. I mean, but they ain't none of them. Well, I ain't gonna say none of them because there's some girls who really can ball like a Draymond, but it ain't everybody. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, man. That was a little crazy. Yeah, it was, Kia. Because like I said, even if it was a testing thing and it's like, all right, we ain't really got these all done yet. Let's just throw an archetype. Why Draymond Green? And when they literally told us that, I was like, really? It was just strange, man. But let's talk about something else, shall we? We're on this next gen. Okay, go ahead, Smitty. My bad.
I'll just say this real quick so that people can understand why that was. The reason why that was built that way was because at that point in time, they only had 2 teams completed in terms of the way players felt. And that was the Warriors and the Cavs.
Yeah.
So they didn't have anything for the WNBA at all, like built in there. So and the wild thing was
Draymond
back
on
there. Yeah, they put the Draymond build on there. But the funny thing is that now understand when I'm saying that the women were out there just banging out all game long and doing all kinds of stuff, but it wasn't it the gameplay didn't feel awkward though. That's the crazy part about it. With them saying like, "Oh yeah, the builds is off of Draymond, like mainly off of Draymond on a lot of players," and I'm like, "Huh?"
I love these consoles, guys. I got to say that really quick.
So
I cut off the Xbox and it literally took me right back to the replay.
Oh really? Oh wow. There you go.
I guess that's quick resume. Wow. So let me capture this joint. No, go ahead, Smitty. Go ahead. What you were saying. I'm gonna read this comment and telling me how I can upload it here.
Oh, okay. He said Madden Next Gen is 3 weeks from tomorrow and we have no info. Yeah, I know, man. I know. It sucks.
The companion app. Okay.
It sucks. You know, like I said, it makes me feel like EA has a level of concern and they don't want to drop it, but it's already together at this point. It's not like they just now.
Yeah, she ready to go now.
Together. Like that's the game's gonna be ready to go and everything like that. They just I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to let a little bit of hype die down a little bit, and then I mean, good luck with that. But maybe a little bit of hype die down, and then drop their trailer. Maybe there's a lot left to be desired, and they're just like, oh, we don't really want to put that out. You know, like who knows? I mean, look. You're doing these updates for franchise. This is the stuff, and Sim and I were saying this offline. Sim said it in his video. I said it when I streamed. When they first announced all these things they were going to update, I said then, this stuff has to work. I mean, it's not that the stuff they had was impressive at all. We weren't impressed by it at all. But we're like, these patches have to work. And if anything, especially if you look at NHL, if you've seen NHL 15, they tried to patch in a bunch of features and modes and functionality. Huh? Sure. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, Bob. All right. So With what dang, I forgot my train of thought just that fast talking to baby. What was I saying? Dang, I don't even know what I was saying exactly either. Sim, dang it. I had my train of thought and that sucker went right off the tracks.
That's how they do us, man.
Oh man, I forgot, y'all. I'm sorry. Too far off.
No problem. It might come back.
The franchise update. Thank you. There it is. Thank you. No, the problem with the franchise updates is that Like what I said with NHL, they tried to implement their EA SHL mode. They try to implement so many things back into the game because people are like, oh man, this game is bland. If you guys add this, add that. And guess what ended up happening? It made the game that much worse. It got slammed hard on Metacritic and all that good stuff. Why people were saying the gameplay wasn't all that bad, but they said the modes killed the game. And it was because it was the lack of modes they had, first of all. But then when they tried to patch it all in, it messed the game up. None of it worked properly. See what I'm saying? So with Madden, that's why we're looking at it like, let's not forget, y'all, when has EA implemented a patch where everything just worked sound smoothly and everything just went up 10 levels being greater now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, mind you, they have patches that help with the game, but the problem is, from SGO's video, from looking on Twitter and seeing what other people, the stuff they implemented, it's not working right. It's not working right in the game. So that's a serious problem. And that's just like, as a consumer, man, that's disappointing, dude. It's disappointing.
Very.
I literally only have 8 hours logged on PC Madden on the Origin, like playing Madden 21. 8 hours. The game's not fun like that. You really think I'm gonna put down when I hook everything up? You think I'm gonna put down 2K and you think I'm gonna put down Miles Morales to play Madden? Because I want to scratch a football itch because I watched the game. No, I'm gonna play 2K and be like, man, I hope their football game is amazing.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Man, I hope they give us a serviceable football game. I know they can't go all out with simulation, which is a shame. But whatever they give us, I hope that it's serviceable enough that we can actually be like, hey, yo, man, if EA ain't got it going on, I'm good because I'm playing this 2K over here. That's the reality of the situation. And I know, yes, EA got their numbers and fans that play the game and all that stuff, but you got to do way better, man. This is not going to cut it. And like what, shout out to my man, to our dude, Eric Rayweather, he straight up calls it Madden patch 21. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, that's all it is just patch. Like, nah, this game is Swiss freaking cheese at this point. And then you got next gen. That, like I said, stuff like this happening. No wonder why they ain't putting nothing out for next gen yet. I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame you. And especially if what you have is anything less than stellar. Oh my gosh. Man. Oh no.
We better be saying we see why current gen has so many problems.
Yeah.
That's what we better be saying.
Yup. Oh, dang, they did all that? Oh, no wonder why they didn't focus on. That's what it better be. It has to be. You can't come out here and lollipop again and be like, well, we're the only ones in the land and we the ones that provide simulation. No, that's a lie. That's a lie, man. I mean, buy into that now. I haven't bought into that belief in a long time, man. Like, I'm sorry. Gotta do better. I'll have it back up by next week. I mean, hey, I got my Origin is already up. Like, I always had that up, but I ain't gonna be on there, man. Trust me, I definitely won't be on there with 2K hitting the way it's hitting. Oh, I was waiting for this console so I could go ahead and hook that up and play. Come on, man. No way. So we'll see what happens. Like, whatever they put out, that's fine. We'll see what it actually is about. One point or another, they're gonna have to drop their trailer, whether they hiding under a rock or not. They're gonna have to put that trailer out, and they're gonna have to put out those details and those blog posts and those articles, interviews, whatever they did, whatever their press run is for this game. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna see what it is or what it isn't. It's inevitable. So no matter how long they prolong it, it's gonna be inevitable. So, But I'll throw it to you, Sim, man.
Man, real quick, guys, just on the console. Well, really fast before I even do that. No, guys, I wouldn't expect much changes in franchise. I just don't. I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna see that. Only because it's still the same development cycle. Not even just the cycle; it's the development process. They went into Madden 21 with the vision of not giving a care about franchise. Uproar happened. Then they decided they're going to pivot and try to make what little changes they can, even though there's going to be 3 updates, and we just saw the first, but still, we already saw what was on the list. So don't expect the next level version of Madden to have anything different. You know, I know we would like that, but we have to be realistic there. Second, since I don't play Xbox that much, and I don't believe that these consoles have the haptic feedback and all of that on the Xbox side, but I swear there's some more intense vibration going on with this controller. I'm noticing it here playing 2K. I feel every dribble, I feel the ball bouncing. I feel the contact. You know, it's rumbling like right in here. You can feel it. For you guys who might have the Xbox, I'm assuming it's both Series S and Series X. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't recall the X1 doing this. So if it has this type of feedback on this, I can't wait to see how it feels, you know, in that bad boy right there that Smitty's pulling out. Can't wait to see, because I'm hearing really good things from people who, and Smitty could probably tell us whether it be in stream or just a video, you know, the little demo game that comes on that shows off everything with the controller. So, man, if it feels that much better than what's happening here, it does add a little more sense of immersion. But for you guys who have the Series S or X, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. You can tell right away, but I don't think these consoles have the haptic feedback. Not to the degree of the dual sense. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Let me see. The next gen version
They
should
said,
have updates.
remember the article was emphasizing it for PlayStation.
Yeah, for Madden.
Yeah, well, I think Madden and FIFA, but I think it may have been for Madden, but they were talking about it for the 5. Like, they have it for, you're gonna feel feedback, of course, on the Xbox control. They had that.
They did have that. Okay.
Yeah, so it was on the 5 they were hinting at, though.
Yeah, this thing right here, man, feel all right, man.
Okay.
Noticeable. Like I said, I don't recall it feeling this way on the X1. So maybe I've been out the loop for a while with the Xbox. But guys, the next thing we want to talk about, man, try to give you guys a little more info, show you something else before we roll out. We talking about next gen, and EA, this is a direct shot at you guys. Let me say this as well. I hate saying these things, guys, because people always take our words wrong. I'm not knocking anybody. I purchased Maximum Football 2020. Have not played it. I had plans to do some stuff on the channel, but it's just, it's an indie game. And again, that's with all due respect. It's just not. Listen, when these, Smitty just told you, when games like Miles Morales is out, this Assassin's Creed that I'm going to be able to try out here, 2K, I mean, come on, man. Indie startup game it just can't keep my attention. It's just not enough there. I know it has deep franchise and all that, but the gameplay is just, and again, that's not a shot at them. But the reason why I'm saying that is because what you're about to see here in a few seconds, if you're going to come out with a game to compete, it's got to be like this. Now, these guys do have licensing with the boxing game, but in case you guys are unaware what we're talking about this new product. What is it? I always say it wrong.
Esports Boxing
Club. Man, have you guys seen this trailer? And I'm going to put the video up here while me and Smitty are talking through it. Hold on, let me get it to play. Give me a second. There it is. And I'll make it a little wider here, put it over me and Smitty's heads. Y'all don't really need to see us as much. Man, look at this thing. Look how clean this thing is. Bruh, I am overly excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know how long I've been asking for another fight night. Some of you guys that have been following us for a long time know the love and passion that I have for boxing. You know, it's right up there with football with me. Football still always my all-time favorite, but I am a boxing junkie. Been watching boxing since a kid. True story. This is very ironic. My wife's, her mother's husband, you know, I guess you would call her a stepdad. I mean, we're older now, so you know what I mean. Her mom remarried. He is a legendary trainer. Literally, he is he's known, very well known in the Washington D.C. area. That's where he's from. He's actually on a podcast this week that they're calling him legendary trainer from that area. But he's, you know, for you guys that know boxing, he's trained guys like Daryl Coley, William Joppy, guys, you know, boxing guys know these people. Corey Sanders, you know, quite a few people from the D.C. area. He did a little work with Lamont Peterson and those guys when they were young. Didn't really train them, but he had his hand in helping out with those guys when they were really young. And that's just funny, you know, for me being an avid boxing fan, then I meet him and I'm like, oh, we have a bunch to talk about. But anyway, this right here, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it without even playing this game. This to me already better than Fight Night. Let me explain to you why. I'm not saying overall because I don't know. Do y'all see the footwork in this? That was one of my biggest complaints. Granted, Fight Night was years ago. This is now. This is next gen. Look at the way these guys are moving. And I'm sorry that I didn't put this video on loop, man. So I got to keep starting it over. Let me see if I can change that really quick. Yeah, here we go. But do y'all see this? And to me, this is an alternative. If we had a football equivalent like this, and I know it's tough because we all are going to go back and say, well, what about 2K8? Yeah. But it just didn't carry enough weight. You know, I think let's say if 2K came back and made a football game, right? Let's say they get the itch again after doing their NFL arcade game. This would be a perfect time, 2K, to make a Canadian football game. Maybe, you know, something like that, or XFL or something like that. Some type of league, some type of licensing is going to help. But I think what would really help them is the fact that they now have an NFL stamp. Granted, it might be quote unquote non-simulation, but that will allow more people. I think this is the best time to bring a generic football game back. Because people will play your NFL game and they'll love it for whatever it is, and then they'll give you a try. Because then you could market it. Y'all saw what we did with the NFL product. You know, we can't make that real football experience, so we got that too for you guys who want true football. And if you still want to play with your NFL players, you can play our non-simulation product. This is a perfect build-up for them. I don't know how I got on that tangent, but that would be the best time if you're going to do it. But anyway, look at this game. These graphics, and I'm going to be the first to admit, Smitty, I didn't want to believe the hype when they were showing all those trailers and screenshots, and I was like, yeah, it might look good. But so far, gameplay and visuals are going hand in hand. And it's one of those things where I got to look at these guys, and it gives me that feeling of a 989 when they came in. You know, like they just swooped in with game day, and we was like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah.
This kind of gives me that feeling like this might be a new company they're pretty dope with making sports games. Who knows? I know it's too early to say, but y'all tell me this game don't look good. Amazing. I can't wait to play it because I think when's it coming out? December, I think
In
they said.
December. Yeah, December. They didn't. It
Man,
doesn't have a day yet, but
man.
December.
Mm. What you got, Smitty? What's your thoughts on this? What looks like to be a masterpiece?
I mean, this is great. Like, I told Sim before, because like I'm not like, I've watched boxing over the years and everything like that, but I'm not like the boxing guy. I'm looking at guys, I'm looking at Sim. You know what I mean? I told Sim, like, hey man, look, I'm glad this game is coming out on Steam first on early access, because that's the perfect breeding ground for this game to honestly grow and be blown out expansion wise in terms of gameplay, modes, all of that, and the depth, like whatever it is that they plan on doing, but then getting that feedback along the way. Because in this early build, in this early access state, you're basically playing a raw build. Like, forget just playing an alpha or beta, you know what I mean? Like, you're playing these early builds. It's a playable build of the game, but it's not complete yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be more to it they're going to add. And I mean, if you excuse me, if you guys have a gaming PC, please get involved in this. Especially if you're a hardcore boxing fan, get involved in this feedback, get the game, get involved, because like they said here, how long will the game be in early access? They said they plan to remain in early access for at least 3 months. Also, this is dependent though upon user feedback and ideas. We will not launch into final release until we are satisfied that the gameplay is as perfect as possible. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So if you've played any games that have been on an early access status before on Steam, that doesn't mean, oh, something fell over. That doesn't mean that the, you know, this is the way the game's going to be and that's it. No. There's plenty of room for changes, because there have been games that have been on early access for like over a year or like several months. You know what I mean? And it's like they steadily have added more to the game. They patch things, they address bugs, things like that along the way. They may even add a mode or something like that. I mean, like they said in the description bit, they have their own roadmap in terms of getting this game completely done. But in the early access phase, and that's the cool thing once again, there is no Sony or Microsoft that is getting involved in terms of a patch being put out or anything like that. Excuse me. This is more of just a progressive build-up. And it's like, well, this is how I feel about the player movement. This is how I feel about the career mode. This is how I feel about the punching, the animations, the way it looks. It should look more like this. It should feel more like that. So, like I said, I'll be looking at guys like Sim. I'll be looking at guys what's my man's name? Maybe MMA, maybe MMA game, maybe him. Definitely Martial Mind. You know what I mean? Like, definitely him too. And then anyone else that's like on that. And when I'm saying as far as YouTubers or anything like that, like people that are into combat sports like that, like they pay attention to, not just watch, but they pay attention to boxing on a deep level. They pay attention to this stuff on that level, like Sim does. So that way you're not just getting feedback on, oh, that's a bug, this looks like an issue, and that's it. It's also, AO, so and so the way he moves is like this. When it comes to this kind of strike, he should be in this kind of position, or this, what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna have that expertise to bring to the table and really talk about it more than just a casual user. So excuse me. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm looking forward to what is going to be put out
Oh man.
initially. that we're going to be able to get our hands on and play, but then also the feedback that's going to be given too, because that's going to be huge for this product progressing.
Absolutely.
So people like what they see right now. Oh man, just like I said, let them truly do some work to it. That'd be something else right there potentially. So, but go ahead, Sim.
You hate to get gassed over stuff, man. Let me go ahead and cut this off before we wrap up. But and again, is when you see new things, right? You start noticing other stuff, and this might happen in current 2K. But the way that what I'm seeing is looking at this replay. I'm playing with Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna throw a screenshot up of him in a moment that has some context of what I'm saying. They really look at the person who's coming towards them. Like Russ, if I could show y'all, right? I'm dribbling, and your boy, I'm playing against the Pelicans. Ingram is approaching, and Russ first he's over here dribbling, and then when Ingram gets in front of him, his expression literally changes, and he looks up, like he looks up at him with the, like, yeah, I'm about to. It's crazy, and when I pan it around, I'm like, oh, he really looking right at him, not the dead eyes. And I'm not saying this it 100%, but y'all know what I'm talking about. How have you ever went and replay like how me and Smitty do in Madden, and they ain't really looking at the. He is like, it's almost like the AI. OG, I'm gonna need you to comment on that for me to confirm. I really feel like these guys know what's happening on the court. He is literally paying attention to the guy that's approaching him. Facial expression changes. Let me take this screenshot, man. I'm gonna throw it up there so you guys can see it. Amazing. But anyway, I can finally say, and again, this is not a slight to games that were already out on PS4 and Xbox One. You know, I think we've seen amazing titles. You know, when you think about games, again, I'm gonna go back to the order. You know, you see games like that, you see your Last of Us and amazing titles, but I'm really feeling comfortable now with, and again, last console generation, and we saying that like we've been on this one forever. I mean, these consoles just released a day ago and now today. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, we starting to see what next gen's supposed to look like. That boxing game looks like that's next level. Some of the stuff and some of the graphics I'm seeing in this 2K, yeah, we getting there. Because this right here, I can look at this and think about this. This reminds me of 2K14. If this is the first installment, man, where they going with it? You know what I'm saying? Also, let's put this out there, Smitty, because I had to come to grips with this also. There's going to get to a point where what else do you do? And I'm not saying none of these games are complete, but let's be fair. What else are we looking from 2K? Like, what are we looking for? With the things that you can do in franchise, because they pretty much got virtually everything as far as, you know, what you can do during the season. I mean, again, I'm not the basketball guru, so I don't know, but it's pretty deep because I hear some people say, oh, franchise is the same, but what else do they do? The level of graphics that we're looking at now, where else does it go?
Right.
That's why I put the onus on games like Madden. I'm looking for the fundamental things to come to life. Y'all know them. We say them all the time. Me and Smitty have said these things 100,000 times. Physics, physical mass, a player's stature, leverage, relative positioning, all of these things coming into play and being accounted for when bodies collide, footballs collide, basketballs collide. things like that. That's all I'm looking for at this point. Reducing the amount of 2-man animation. Now, I'm sure there's still some in here because you're going to see it from time to time, but I think 2K does a good job with even the animations that are pre-canned feel more like, okay, I see why that happened. They're not, think about it, even in current
It's
gen.
not forced.
Yeah, it's not like the Madden one where
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? The ball is here, and here come the two players doing that 1-2. I like to call it the 1-2 step. You know, they go into that 1-2 long animation, and then they.
Yeah.
2Ks is more sensible. Like they down in the paint, and the one guy went. Yeah, you like, I can see why that happened. But it's not. They've significantly reduced, and I mean, I'm yet to determine that here because I haven't played it long enough. But even on current gen. They reduced it greatly over, since 2K19 to now. So I'm looking for Madden to do that too, man. Like, let's get rid of these static outcomes. It's gonna make for a much better game. And then visually, I'm gonna say that too real quick before we wrap. I know it might not be important the most, but I think it's about time for us to really see what y'all can do, as far as the living worlds and all that, because you told us. It does add to it. Imagine if you play Madden right now, right? Got its bugs and flaws and everything, but now that they've thrown in the playoff bracket and all this jazz that we're supposed to be excited about, what if Living Worlds was in there to where, you playing a matchup this week, it matters. That crowd is going to matter. Time of the year matters. Oh, it's cold out there. The boys in Miami ain't used to that. Stuff like that. Or, boy, they got to go play an Arrowhead. It's going to be rocking. Oh, and the haptic feedback. Now you feeling it. Like, I'm expecting these type of things. See what I'm saying? Crowd going crazy. The sidelines are real. I would expect it because, again, look at what they doing here.
Yeah.
And they did that on last gen.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm about to show y'all this intense screen capture here. This boy. But OG, I don't know if OG is still in here. I want to know.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Yeah, I really want to know if it's programmed that way where these guys are literally like recognizing, it's not just blindless head tracking, if you will. Like they're actually because I'm telling you, if I could show y'all this clip, I would. He's doing his regular thing, and as soon as my man come, he looks up at him like, oh, and his whole expression changes. It's crazy. Y'all, let's see. I'm about to tweet it out in a second. Hold on. Yeah, let me send that to y'all on Twitter. I'm gonna just say intense Russ. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm trying to think if I got anything else, man. Is there anything we missed, man?
No, that was basically it.
Oh, I will say that. Tell the people, Smitty, what's gonna be your first thing you do or first game you attacking on that PS5?
Well, probably the first game I may play is the Miles Morales, just because I got the disc.
Yeah, boy.
2K, I got to download that from the store because I got that digitally, so I'd have to download that. And that would be a nice little test because I could run this at the same time while that's downloading, and that would be sweet. But I definitely am going to be playing some, and I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. Usually when I stream, I usually want to go for like early in the afternoon kind of deal, like 1:00, noon, 12:30, 1:00. If I can, then okay, then I'll go ahead and stream at earlier in the day and get it done. You know what I'm saying? 12:31-ish. I would say between 12:30 and 1:30 like is my goal that I want to be at in terms of getting on and set. I still got to set everything up to stream and everything, of course, but then get on and stream. Like that would be fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So downloads are faster. Okay, bet, sweet. So like I said,
Oh,
I'm looking forward to it. Oh
speaking
yeah,
of that, and
what?
just to comment what Mike Stack says, I don't know yet, to be honest, man. I can't judge it this fast. It feels better, but
Mm,
I was having a good time on Carrington, so it's gonna take me
mm.
a little bit to really see the nuances. But yeah, it feels better to me so far, and I haven't played a full game. What is up with Xbox and their downloads? Because I thought it was just me, but then I see people, I see some chats and people saying, man, yeah, that's just Xbox. Shout outs to Wale. Wale tweeted that out earlier today. And I saw people replying to him saying, man, switch teams. You got to come to PlayStation. And I even replied to him like, yeah, like it took my 2K forever. And I thought maybe it's because I'm upstairs and I'm on Wi-Fi. So I brought it down here this morning to finish it up.
Mm-hmm.
Hardwired. Man, my PS4 never did that. My PS4 doesn't take a long time. So I don't know if that's an Xbox thing,
Mm.
but and see my man Tony Chase says Series X only one download at a time. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, bad. But yeah, just give that update because I see some of you guys that come in here that follow me here and follow Smitty, and some of you guys follow me from the Steelers thing. So in case you missed it earlier, I was able to get a PS5. My wife actually secured it right here on the show. We were both trying to get it. I didn't even know she was doing it. She landed it, so I finally got it. The Steelers people know I've been saying that for weeks, but I finally got one, man. I've been trying all day, tried all last night. And yeah, I do have the Series S. I might hold on to it. We'll see. I might let it go. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I think it's worth it. So had a little extra money. It ain't like it killed me to have both. So we'll see. I might hold on to it. I think that's it. If you guys follow me on Twitter, this is not a plug. I don't really care about Twitter followers. Go look at that screenshot I just posted. Russ, the intense Russ. I wish you guys could see this full. I wish you could see this full sequence. And maybe, you know what? Maybe I will capture that. And once I figure out how to get everything shared with you guys, I'll show you. But I want people to focus on his eyes and how this man's. It looks like his mood changed. His mood literally changed as he saw Ingram. It's crazy. All right. Bear with me, guys. I'm just capturing it here. There's the look. The look of, boy, you don't want no problem. Oh, man. Yeah, man. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. But I hope everybody has a great weekend, man. Let me give y'all the plug. Maybe it'll work for you guys. The website is called Pop Finder with no ER. It's Pop, POPFINDR. No ER. Pop Finder, POPFINDR.com. Along with that, you want to download an app that's called My Store. The My Store app is basically connected to Target. So what the guy was saying yesterday, and it seems like it worked, if you go onto that app, actually, I'll try to show a little bit of it to you guys if the phone focuses. The camera focuses. And sorry if I'm all over the place, guys. I am dead tired, man. Like right now in my area, right? I search console. You guys are probably not going to be able to see this that good. Let me see. Well, a little bit. You can see the green there. The green is saying the amount of consoles that they have on hand, right? Then there's like an orange color that says not too many. And then if it's red, it's a 0. What was happening on yesterday, which you guys know yesterday was the 11th, the day after the 10th. Most places were not allowing you to do in-store purchase on launch day. So we're using the Xbox for an example. This guy, and actually, give me a second, guys. I'll link him. I'll link him so you guys would know. Let me find the video. Give me 2 seconds. Because I mean, for anybody who doesn't have it, man, hopefully this will work for you guys. I was just watching a video. I had already seen it, but he posted another video with an update on how you could get a PS5 post-launch, and he's basically following up his story from what people did with the Xbox. And while I'm looking for the video, I'll keep talking. Basically, he was saying that though you can't walk into Target and get your Xbox on that day, you could walk in the following day, right? You can walk right in. And he used that app, and along with that app, it basically, you go in and lo and behold, that local Target might have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consoles there. And people were verifying it. It was like, man, I did exactly what you said. They're taking pictures showing the console, and it worked. So basically, all you would do, and again, he said it's you can't 100% guarantee it, but it seems to be pretty accurate. You look at the app, you see that your local store is showing inventory, just go there. Go in the morning. Might not be a rush because people might not be expecting that they can go in the store tomorrow to get leftover consoles. I called my local Target tonight. They told me that, yeah, we'll start selling consoles early as tomorrow. That matches up to the app here saying that they had a couple units. Let me find, give me a second, guys. I think it's this guy right here. Yeah, his name is Linus Wilson. Some of you guys may already know him. And y'all probably just heard me play a little bit of the video there. Let me post it. And also, he's probably going to tell you, but I will also type in the web address, Pop Finder. And it's spelled just like you see it. The app is called My Store. And this is for Target. Okay? But I encourage you guys. Actually, let me pin this link. Go watch his video. It might help some of you guys secure what they like to say, the bag. Him and the other guy, Jake Randall, shout out to him. These guys were helping people all night. You know, they were just live streaming it. You should have seen how this dude, Jake Randall's channel grew. It was incredible. At one time, this dude had like 30,000 people watching the stream. Basically, what he was doing is when links went live, he was telling people would go do it. And then, you know, they would come back and say, man, thanks. I was able to get mine because of your messages or whatever. And I even sent my, to tweet to him as well saying, yeah, you helped me. You know what I mean? You helped me, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys, man, because, again, it's a very trying experience for me. We all turn into kids again when these new toys come out, man. So I desperately wanted my console. I got to wait till the 27th, but I got one in time for me to be able to judge Madden. Last thing, and then I got to go. I saw something very interesting as well today when I was in the library here. There are 2 icons for Madden. And I even, hit up the guy that, allowed me to have access to his game library. I said, hey, man, did you notice that there's 2 icons for Madden? One of them says Madden 21, Lamar Jackson. The other one has the newer cover that came out now, with the update. And the other one says Madden 21, Xbox Series S/X. Can't play it yet, but it makes me think that must be the dual entitlement. So it must be kind of what I was asking Smitty earlier about. I wonder how they're going to do the 2K situation. We might have talked about that before we got on the show. But it seems like that item is probably the next level game. And that would be the easiest way for dual entitlement to work. Because what Smitty was saying, he feels like what 2K is probably going to do the system is going to know if you purchased the game. And if you did, it's going to have another option there for you to search and locate the next gen version of the game, and you get access to it because it knows you bought. So that makes sense. From seeing what I saw today in the library, I said, oh, that's probably how they're doing the dual entitlement. Same way. But I just thought that was interesting. What I didn't like, and this doesn't mean anything, didn't seem like the gigs were much more. But it might not have to be, because when you think about it, it's the same game for the most part. You know, it could, you know what I mean? It could just build around. I don't know. So I don't want to read into any of that, guys, because again, I don't even know what that is. It could just be a placeholder. It was just interesting that I saw that. So, you know, don't read into any of that. I'm kind of figuring what that is. Mr. Motown, hey, if that works, please let me know. If that works, please let me know on Twitter, man, because it seems like it was going to work for me possibly if I would have gotten there. And again, the guy Linus, if you check his Twitter, people were literally verifying what he was saying about the Xbox. People were walking in the store yesterday and buying the Xbox Series X using this method. So hope that works for you guys. It's 10:30. Y'all know I got to go because I got to go love up on the woman who secured the PlayStation for me. So, all right, guys, that's all I got, man. Oh, did y'all notice we're back on Zoom? We're back on Zoom. I figured out how I could use the corporate account for my job with their permission, of course. So we should have no more problems as far as video. So this is how we should be appearing for now on. Mm-hmm. But all right, man, let's get out of here. Anything else you got, Smitty, before we roll?
Oh, that's it, man. You know, we appreciate y'all coming through. You trying to secure one of these consoles, try the method that Sim pointed out there. You know, I mean, I'm extremely grateful and blessed to be able to get one. I said, you know, for me, once again, Mrs. helped me out in a major way. She's not the gamer. I am. But she came through in a major way for me too when it came to getting the station. And also understand this too, like, you know, back in the day when we were dating, she was willing, like I was in school at the time in the morning, I would say in the morning to early afternoon. She stood outside when it was real cold too. Stood outside mainly the bulk of the day, and she was there at Best Buy, standing outside there on my behalf. I'm like, oh,
that's what I'm saying.
That's
man.
That stuff right there. I mean, it was cold, nose running, cold, all that stuff and everything, and she held the spot down. You know what I'm saying? While I was gone. So, and you know, that awesome. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you see Sim come through like that, you know, when Mrs. come through like that and everything like that, that's extremely appreciated. You know, you can truly appreciate that, you know, coming through like that on your behalf, though. But other than that, you know, like I said, you know, y'all trying to get that console, hey, go for it. When those opportunities arise, go for it. Man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. But otherwise, man, y'all be safe. Listen, this time of the year with this coronavirus going on, they all said back in the summertime the numbers were going to go up during this time, and that's true. It's just like cold and flu season, okay? Except the difference is we really don't know what the deal is. You know, this is a different disease situation here you're talking about. So please be mindful and careful of what you're doing, how you're doing it. Okay. You know, like here in Michigan, our governor just advised Thanksgiving, don't go around other family outside of your immediate household. Don't go from house to house to house to house visiting people, because you'll mess around and bring that virus back, and then who knows how far it could spread possibly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So it's like they're stressing safety. Heck, in a minute, my daughter may mess around and be pulled, you know, like she goes to school now, but she may have to do all remote learning because they may shut things down. You know what I'm saying? Because of these conditions and these times right now. Like, so just like how it be cold and flu season, take this stuff very seriously as well. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it lightly. Be safe. Take your vitamin C, drink your lemon waters if you got to be out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you honestly can chill and not have to be out there at all, don't. Just stay at home, relax, spend time with your family, things like that and everything else. Just be safe. Okay? But you guys all be safe. We'll see you guys on next week, and we definitely can start. We definitely will be able to talk. We definitely are going to talk about 2K for sure. We will have some things we can say more in depth because what's been put out there, and hopefully maybe we'll see a Madden trailer of some sort for next gen.
Maybe.
And a little bit of information may come out, and then we can talk about that as well. So we'll see what happens. But
yes, sir.
But that's it, though. So you guys all take care and be safe, and God bless y'all.
God bless, man. And I can't wait until tomorrow. Let me show y'all one last thing. Smitty already knows. I bought the 3D Pulse headphones.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh no,
these ain't them. These are my
Oh, I thought that was it. I'm like, man.
Yeah, this got me sick, man. These are the Steel Series joints. Very nice, man. I've had them for a while now. Quick story. My brother-in-law is a photographer. He gets gigs a lot for a lot of companies to do photo shoots and all of that. He did something with them. They sent him the headphones, so he sold them to me for a good price. But I love these joints, and I'm sick. Look at how they broke. I don't even know how it happened. Look, I got a little piece of tape on it. Look, you can't even fix this. Y'all see that? See the hole right there? I'm sick about this. I'm sick. Ain't nothing I can do about them. Tried to glue them, but this rotates so you can't. So I'm also sick of using these broke headphones, because it's at any moment now. I think I'm gonna be sitting here doing the Terrible Towel or doing the Sim Standard podcast, and y'all see the ear fall out, and how embarrassing is that? So I don't know how it stays on, but look, boom, gone, just like that. So next time y'all see me, it'll be the wireless headset joints, the PlayStation joints. I don't even know if they that good of a headphone. I just went ahead and got them. See what's gonna happen with those. But all right, guys, that's it for real. Let me go spend some time with the family. Thank y'all for coming through. Like Smitty said, be safe, be well. God bless.